The evolution of coaching in modern football, the landscape of football coaching is undergoing a significant transformation. The rigid, predictable schemes of the past epitomized by old-school coordinators like Brian Schottenheimer are gradually being replaced by dynamic, creative approaches that revitalize offenses. Gone are the days of methodical, repetitive play calling. Instead, modern coaches are embracing pre-snap motion, misdirection, and innovative formations to keep defenses guessing. This shift was briefly evident under former Cowboys offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, whose system injected much-needed creativity into the offense. However, when Moore departed, so too did that spark. While early season optimism often accompanies new schemes, the true test comes in November and December, when teams either maintain their identity or regress into predictability. Sustained innovation, not just September flashes, is what separates elite offenses from the rest. Player performance and roster decisions amid these strategic changes. Player roles and values remain in flux. Take offensive lineman Tyler Smith, for example. While he has faced criticism for the team's struggles, his situation is more nuanced. Constant weight fluctuations, losing, gaining, then losing again have disrupted his consistency, making it difficult to evaluate his true potential. Given these challenges, his trade value is currently modest at best, likely netting only a mid to late third-round pick. Unless Dallas can engineer a player-for-player swap similar to the Kelvin Joseph trade, retaining Smith and hoping for a turnaround may be the only viable option, though confidence in that outcome is far from guaranteed. The Micah Parsons trade. Debate speculation about trading Micah Parsons for Jets defensive tackle Quinnen Williams has surfaced in some circles. The logic? Strengthening the interior defensive line at the expense of edge rushing depth. However, this idea falters under scrutiny. Parsons is a transcendent talent, a top-5 defensive player in the league, while Williams, though excellent, isn't on the same tier. Trading Parsons would downgrade Dallas' pass rush from elite to merely adequate, weakening the defense's core strength. Additionally, the Jets, facing their own salary cap decisions with stars like Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, are unlikely to offer fair value. The smarter move? Keep Parsons and pay him what he's worth. Jake Ferguson's extension. A smart gamble. The Cowboys have a history of extending players before market prices skyrocket, and Jake Ferguson's recent contract follows that trend. Like the Eagles' early deal with Dallas Goedert, this move locks in a rising talent at a reasonable cost. Ferguson isn't yet elite, but his chemistry with Dak Prescott and steady development make him a worthwhile investment. Similar extensions for Terrence Steele, Trevon Diggs, and Leo Collins have paid dividends in the past. While some may question the timing, Ferguson's deal could look like a bargain in a year when tight end salaries inevitably climbed. The cornerback conundrum versatility in the secondary is both a blessing and a curse. Anthony Bland Brown has excelled in multiple roles, flashing playmaking ability as both a nickel and outside corner. His 2023 breakout season, featuring multiple interceptions and pick sixes, showcases outside coverage skills, though injuries later clouded his trajectory. The financial implications complicate matters. Nickel corners command less than outside starters, and Dallas must decide whether to pay Bland as a hybrid or commit to him in one role. Either way, his next contract will significantly impact the secondary's future. Internal strife, a looming threat? Recent comments from offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer have fueled speculation about locker room discord. While he didn't name names, his reference to a contaminating presence suggests a player whose attitude or behavior is undermining team chemistry. In a sport where cohesion is as vital as talent, such internal strife could explain the Cowboys' inconsistent performances. The identity of the problematic player remains unknown, but theories range from disgruntled veterans to immature young stars. The coaching staff now faces a delicate balancing act, addressing the issue without fracturing morale further. History shows that unresolved locker room tension often derails seasons, making this a pivotal challenge for Mike McCarthy and his staff. Looking ahead, the Cowboys season hinges on multiple factors: sustaining offensive innovation, managing roster dilemmas, and navigating potential internal conflicts. For fans, hope persists that this team can finally break through. For the organization, the path forward demands shrewd decisions, both on and off the field. The coming weeks will reveal whether Dallas can turn potential into results, or if old habits and new distractions will once again stand in their way.